Hello, this is King Zombies here, playing some more Dragon Quest XI's. Last time we climbed Mount Panglai, and now we're going to enter the village. That has something to do with something to do with story stuff. I don't know, it was kind of vague.
Temple on top of a mountain. What connection could a place like this have to the luminary? It certainly benefits from divine protection of some kind. Yggdrasil fell to earth not far from here, yet the temple buildings escaped entirely unscathed.
I know that face. That man is a knight of Heliodor. Heliodorian swine! You think that your blockade will break us? Think again. The disciples of Angri are made of sterner stuff, as you will soon see.
What in the... These movements must be intended to confound us. Be on your guard. They may attack from any angle.
Enough! All of you! Is this how we treat visitors? As your High Lama, I order you to stand down.
Your Holiness, these people are not visitors. They are soldiers of Heliodor. We cannot be sure of their intentions.
Soldiers of Heliodor, you say? The tall one, perhaps, but his young friend does not look like a military man to me. I sense a great power within you. Tell me, young man, are you the luminary?
Incredible. He divined your true identity with a single glance.
How long we have waited for this day. Please, you must forgive my disciples' discourtesy. Their training is incomplete. Welcome to Angri, honored luminary. It would please me if you would join me in the high hall at the top of the temple. We have much to discuss.
Strange child, but remarkably perceptive for one so young. There is more to him than meets the eye, that much is certain. Well, we have come this far. We might as well make our way to this high hall of theirs, see what he has to say.
Okay. What do you say? I've done you great discourtesy, luminary. I should have welcomed you with open arms, not bared fists. I pray that you can forgive me. His Holiness awaits you in the high hall at the top of the temple. Please, proceed inside. 1,000 apologies. When I saw a knight of Heliodor, the kingdom that has suppressed our people for so long, I could not contain my anger. I had no idea that you were the luminary, and that you and he were comrades. I'm deeply ashamed to have shown you such disrespect. Okay. Hello, kitty. No text at all? They usually do that for animals. No texts. Welcome, Angri. You're the luminary, are you not? The one we have awaited for all these years? His Holiness told us that you had come. How long have we looked forward to this day? Pray, stay and talk a while before you proceed to the High Hall. Everyone is eager to meet you at last. This place is confusing on the map, it looks like, but that'll be fine. It means I know exactly how much there is on this one floor. His Holiness has the power to sense a person's true nature with a single glance. That's why the Grand Master chose him to be the new High Lama in spite of his years. Some of our less enlightened disciples resented being ruled over by a boy at first, but he's proved himself to be a wise and able leader, and gained the admiration of all. All the monks have gathered in the High Hall to welcome the luminary to Angri-La. The day we've all been waiting for has finally come. Well, nearly all of us. I don't really know what a luminary is. I'll ask my mother later. I'm the luminary. So you should figure that out. Listen. Okay, anything to loot? So far there's been no items to grab. But I am still on the first floor, so it's fine. We found this man lying unconscious on the slopes of the mountain. He was gravely injured, but we were able to nurse him back to health. At first we were wary of him. For many moons now the soldiers of Heliodor have laid siege to our temple. But it seems we had nothing to fear. He is a man of honor. He was guarding the mountain gate when we were attacked by monsters. If the disciples hadn't come to my aid, I would surely have lost my life. We had blockaded their home at Sir Jasper's orders, but despite this, they saved my life and welcomed me into their home. I can still hardly believe it. Jasper, eh? Oh, here's a chest. Completely didn't see it. Ethereal stone. Okay, looks like those other stairs didn't really do much. There's a face I haven't seen before. Tell me, are you the Prince of Dundersill? Yeah. I thought as much. You remind me of my old friend. Your eyes are just like his. Is he here? He might be. I forget what his training where it was in the world. Whether one emerges from battle in triumph or defeat depends not on one's skill with a sword or one's magical might, but upon one's will to win. No matter how powerful one's opponents, one must clear one's mind of all doubt and devote oneself entirely to overcoming the challenge they present. This is the first teaching of Angri-La. We disciples train day after day to master this mindset. Howdy, honey. What brings you here? Me? I was moseying around, minding my own business, and found myself smack dab in the middle of a gang of red-eyed monsters fixing to eat me up. If I hadn't been a couple of kindly old disciples coming to my rescue, I had been torn to into itty-bitty bits. These fellows sure are strong and fast. You should have seen them wail on those varmints quick as all get out. I guess all this training really does pay off. Angri-La is home to a society of monks who spend all their time training BX. Extra strong and clever. Are you here to train too? Yes? I knew it. You should go up to the Field of Discipline. It's the name of our famous training ground. The best sorcerer in history trained there, you know. Ooh, a mini medal. They really are everywhere. And books. Don't Go Hungry, the local delicacies of Angri-La. It's widely agreed that Angri-La's unique style of cooking grew out of the need to provide delicious nutrition for the monks to perform their grueling training while still adhering to a strict vegetarian diet. Perhaps the temple's most famous dish is legendary Bam Bam noodles, which are served only at special festivals. Claims that this is the most delicious food in all the world are certainly not unfounded. Meals said to symbolize pride in one's achievements, and anyone capable of making the arduous mountain climb in order to taste them firsthand has every reason to be pleased with themselves. Tourist pamphlet, The Girl About Town, Porto Valor. Start a day with a lazy morning relaxing by the water, and enjoy a traditional breakfast of pancakes with coconut sauce and strong Valorian coffee. Then you make way to the beach where you can sun yourself while enjoying a good book and snacking on delicious tropical fruit. Sweet, juicy flavors of fresh Valorian produce simply cannot be beaten. Once the day starts to cool, make your way to the casino and try your luck at the tables until it's time for dinner at the hotel's world-class restaurant. The chef's special is out of this world. Finally sit at the bar on the beachside terrace, sipping a cocktail and losing yourself in the stunning saffron sunset, or the bartender's arresting blue eyes, or azure eyes. Why did I say blue? What the heck? That was definitely not there. This is just one of many ways to while away a day in delectable Porto Valor. If it sounds like your idea of fun, then don't delay. Start planning a trip today. Ooh, pots. Seed that ups something. What does that up? Magical mending. Okay. Here in the Temple of Angri La, disciples undergo the most arduous training imaginable in order to draw out their latent spiritual powers. Before the mountain path was barricaded by the Heliodorian army, would-be heroes would come from all over Erdria in the hope of learning the secrets of our strength. Okay, time to go up again. I think I'm at the top. I saw a load of disciples racing into the High Hall. His Holiness must have summoned them. Never seen them so excited before. Wonder what's going on. I'm going on. They're here to see me. Welcome, Luminary. This is the High Hall of Angri La. His Holiness awaits you within.
I welcome you once again to Angri La, honored luminary. As I believe you know, it is my privilege to serve as High Lama of this most sacred temple.
I am to address you as Your Holiness, correct? Might I ask what you and your people know of my companion?
Why, everything, of course. We have awaited his coming ever since the day he entered this world, in the castle of Dundrasil.
Waiting for him? What do you mean?
I mean exactly what I say, nothing more. Tell me, do you recognize the symbol on this banner? It is the emblem of Dundrasil. Since the age of heroes, the princes of that nation have come here to train with us for 6 years of their youth. Your young friend was born a prince of Dundrasil. Thus did we expect him to come here as a boy and study under the great Grand Master Pang. Sadly, that was not to be.
So if fate had been kinder, you would have spent a good part of your childhood here. What of his tutor, this Grand Master Pang you speak of?
When the Lord of Shadows brought the world tree low, the Master set out to summon a magical mandala to protect the temple from destruction. The spell succeeded, but its power was too great. Grand Master Pang did not return.
A noble sacrifice indeed.
Now that the Master is gone, it falls to me to guide you. Come to the field of discipline. It lies behind this hall. There is something you must see.
It is a shame that the Grand Master cannot be here. I would have liked to meet one so noble. Come, let us see what His Holiness has in store.
Yeah. Kind of need to find out where Grandmaster Pang went then, I guess. They're all grown up. When the Lord of Shadows sent the World Tree crashing to the ground, Grandmaster Pang summoned a mighty magical mandala to keep this temple safe from harm. The exertion was too great, the Master did not return. Life was given to save those of we disciples. We must make sure we put them to good use. Pretty sure she's not dead. But we'll see. For months, Heliodor has laid siege to his temple, accusing us of harboring Darkspawn. All this despite our ancient alliance with Dundrasil, the nation that was once their closest ally. No doubt their forces would have stormed the gates long ago were it not for their fear of the Grand Master. Pang's powers were enough to hold an entire army at bay. Forgive me. It is my pleasure to meet you with you at last, Luminary. I only wish the Grandmaster Pang could have shared in our joy. Grandmaster had waited your coming more eagerly than any other. If only your beloved leader has not been taken from us. It's my honor to serve as chief instructor of this temple. If Dundrasil had not fallen, I would have trained you as a child, according to the instructions of Grandmaster Pang. No doubt you are eager to undertake the training that is your birthright. But first, pray. Speak with His Holiness. He will wait you by the entrance field to discipline, which stands behind the temple. For a not traveler, I plan to put my training to good use and protect all who seek shelter here from danger. The worst should come to pass, I shall lay my very life on the line. My steely physique shall shield this temple from attack. Beyond this temple lies the field of discipline. Many would-be warriors have entered the sacred arena to train their bodies and their minds. Now, Luminary, it's your turn. But I'm going up these stairs first. Don't mind me. I just must find everything. See everything. Take everything. My friend was chosen to be the new High Lama. Now he's the most important person in Angri Law after the Grand Master, and everyone has to do what he says. Amazing, isn't it? He's only the same age as me, but we couldn't be more different. Welcome, Luminary. This is the Grand Master's chamber. It is where Grand Master Pang herself resided until that fateful day. It's also where you would have awoken each morning if you had come here when you were a child and trained with us as you were supposed to. The Sutra of Angri Law. The Master teaches that man is the world, and the world is man. To devote oneself to good deeds is to serve the world. To bring goodness into the world is to protect it. The Master teaches that through suffering we learn of ease, that through sadness we learn of joy. To love mankind and thereby the world, this is our duty. Man is the world, goodness serves the world. Learn good things from bad, and thereby love the world. These are the wisdoms of Angri Law, realm beyond the clouds. These are the precepts by which we live. On the nature of the naughty stick. Oh boy. The Grand Masters of Angri Law wield a mighty weapon whose name echoes through the ages. We speak not of the wave-cutter scimitar, nor the staff of torn clouds. No, I speak of the naughty stick. The origins of this legendary tool of instruction can be traced back to the very founding of Angri Law. Said the stick itself chose the very first Grand Master. Some believe that it was carved from a branch of Ijuso, and that even a dragon could not break it, though it tried with all its might. Of course, it is best known for its use in punishing young monks for a lapse of focus. The pain it inflicts is rumored to be so severe that acolytes fear for the very souls have been spanked from their bodies. Great. Well, here we go. Field of Discipline.
Beyond those doors lies the field of discipline, where students of Angri Law strive for enlightenment. Before we tread upon this hallowed ground, let me tell you a little of our history, and of the luminary of legend himself, Erdwin. Before setting out to defeat the Dark One, Erdwin came to our temple to learn from the Wise Ones, who made their homes here even then. The first Grand Master, i.e., accepted him as a disciple, and trained him in the secrets of spiritual realization. But he did not train alone. During his time here, he met someone who would change his fate forever.
Who was this person?
Another of Ai Yi's disciples, a young mage whose talent outshone that of all who had come before. A man named Morkant. Erdwin and Morkant would train together every day, each striving to outstrip the other. Though they were fierce rivals, they became firm friends. When their training was complete, Morkant joined with Erdwin in his quest to slay the Dark One. Without Morkant's magic, he might never have prevailed. Before setting out, they carved an inscription into this stone, a pledge of eternal friendship. It has been a treasure of ours ever since.
Morkant. I have not heard the name before.
Now allow me to show you to the field of discipline, if you would be so good as to follow me.
We two sworn companions, Erdwin and Morkant, do hereby pledge to lay low the Dark One, though it costs us our very lives. May this pact stand from now until eternity. Okay.
Welcome to the field of discipline. Since the age of heroes, many a would-be warrior has spilt sweat and blood upon these flagstones. If your karma had been different, this is where you would have trained under Grand Master Pang, like all the princes of Dundrasil before you. I have brought you here so that you might stand in the footsteps of your ancestors. An unbroken line leading all the way back to the Age of Heroes. Even your grandfather, Lord Robert, completed his training here. The memory of his achievements shall live long in the temple's memory.
His achievements?
Pang was a harsh master. With this implement, disciples whose efforts were lacking were given motivation, directly to their fundament. It became known as the Naughty Stick. During the course of his 6 years of tuition, your grandfather's right honourable posterior was paddled an unprecedented 10,000 times. The tale of Lord Robert's road to enlightenment lives on to this day. Every disciple knows that he must focus at all times, lest he face the same fate.
A legendary achievement indeed.
You are worried for your grandfather, yes? Do not be. Lord Robert overcame every challenge set for him by the Grand Master, and emerged stronger every time. The fall of the World Tree would not have been enough to extinguish one so resilient. He is alive. I sense it. Tonight there will be a modest feast in the High Hall to celebrate your long-awaited arrival. We would be greatly honored if you would join us. We may not be able to aid you as we would have done were Master Pang still with us, but in this respect at least, we can provide.
Awake at last, It is high time we were on our way. If the Grand Master was still alive, perhaps we might have learned something to help us in our fight against the Lord of Shadows. Sadly, it was not to be.
Perhaps. But I'm pretty sure she is alive, right? I don't need to talk to you guys. I know where I'm going. I already talked to you guys earlier. That was enough. Where should I head? Ah, Luminary, I trust you slept well last night. His Holiness awaits you outside. It seems he is keen to wish you luck on the next stage of your journey. He had said he intended to speak with you alone, but I hear raised voices came from the other side. What could be happening out there? Uh-oh.
And the Hermit? What news of him?
Forgive us, Your Holiness. The monsters on the mountain path were too strong. We were unable to reach him.
I see.
Your Holiness, is there a problem?
Yes, Sir Hendrik. I fear there is. You see, 2 weeks ago a hermit visited us, unannounced. then just as suddenly departed for the top of the mountain.
Alone? Whatever for?
That I do not know. The moment he heard that Master Pang had passed away, he ran from the temple. He was last seen climbing the path to the summit. The mountain has become infested with monsters, emboldened and strengthened by the rise of the Lord of Shadows. It is a perilous place indeed. This being so, I dispatched a group of disciples to return him to safety. As you can see, things did not go quite as planned.
I have trained all my life for a moment such as this, and yet I have failed in my first true test. I have brought shame upon Angri-La.
Might we be able to offer some assistance?
I thank you for your kindness, but you are guests here. I cannot ask you to undertake such a dangerous task.
A knight of Heliodor does not abandon an innocent in need. These people have shown us great kindness. It is only right that we do them a kindness in return. Would you not agree?
Thank you from the bottom of my heart, but I cannot allow you to bear this burden alone. I shall come with you. We must depart for the summit of Mount Panglai without delay. After exiting the temple, we will take the path to the east in order to begin our ascent.
Alright. That we will do next time. And, I see two possible scenarios that play out for this, but we shall see. It's been King Zombies. See you guys later.